Welcome to another episode of Do You Even Resonate? In this show, we take two fierce competitors and analyze their messaging and then have their target audience vote whose messaging resonates better. And we're going to look at things at like clarity and value and relevance and differentiation, all the major things that impact the effectiveness of messaging. And so today we have Heap versus Mixpanel, two great product analytics tools. Now, I've used both tools plenty, and I love both of them. Great, fantastic tools, fantastic companies. So in this show, I'm only going to help them get to somewhat better messaging. So let's take a look. The main thing this is missing is not saying what it is, but that's the first thing humans want to know. What is it? If I've never heard of Heap, then I want to know that it's a product analytics tool, but they fail to disclose that. This image here, now, what I love is that they get the idea of what an image is supposed to do right. An image is supposed to help communicate the message, right? And that's exactly what they're doing. Like you're tracking this instead, but you should be, what the people do is something else. However, I think this image is way too complex. Like I need to like pause and think and look at it before I get it. So I think they need to simplify it. The human here, now I know from conversion optimization that using pictures of humans is a great idea to, and it's a great way to capture attention. It kind of looks a little stock photo-ish, and if I combine this face with this, let's get real, and you've been a bad boy, it kind of gives me these flashbacks from the past where a teacher is lecturing me like how I've failed. All right, so a bunch of logos. Don't build on assumptions, build a reality. So again, what they're doing here, similar to this thing here, is like they're telling me how I'm wrong. And emotionally, I'm not sure I want to be wrong, right? Like, I think instead of empowering me and how I could be better, they're saying, like, you suck. Let us help you. Heap is the only solution that shows you da 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 da. Now, I love this. This is very specific. And I love that they call out their onlyness. Now, immediately, me and a bunch of other people will, when they see a brash, bold statement like this, they will say bullshit. Right? And so, if you make a claim like this, which I think you should make, you need to back it up. Like, how can you add proof that they really are the only game in town? So, video, great, fantastic. A complete set of behavioral data. I kind of get it. And he collects your data automatically. That's, I think, way more powerful. Being a Heap user myself, I think that is one of the most powerful things about Heap. Stick to your digital experience. And now this subhead is I don't get it. Like, whether is it about retention, like what is it? And because most people only read subheads, remember that you need to make them very simple. And Heap's powerful data science layer scours your digital data set. Again, this jargon, like really leaning into the jargon and favoring big words over comprehension. Accelerated decision making, like who really speaks in those terms? Like, have you ever heard like your colleague come to you, hey, really need to accelerate our decision making? I don't think so. That's not how humans say. So cut the jargon, simplify. Then they offer a download. I love everything here that they say below the headline, right? Clear, good, fine. What is this? Digital experience instant report installation 2. Like is this a sequel? Am I supposed to know the first part? I don't know. It's weird. And then, so as soon as you have a background color change, right? What this means is that this is where it ends. Okay, the pitch is over. Now it's testimonials. Okay. Oh, actually, no. Look, the pitch continues. It's so that this is bad design. This is bad design where you put this purple background color change in here and you continue. And these three columns here, similar to this other place with three columns, they lack imagery. So the layout is not really optimized for reading. So that's a missed thing. And also saying two things at once, not a good idea. Fastest time to insight or complete data. You choose or make two different blocks. All right. Mixpanel. Build better products. Powerful self-serve product analytics to help you convert, engage, retain more users. Now, I love this part. The headline is a little too vague for me. Build better products. It's like, is it for engineers? Is it for software developers? It lacks specificity. And everybody wants to know what is it. Product analytics, it's a product analytics tool. Make this bold, like, or somewhere create a pre-header. Mixpanel, it's a product analytics tool or something. Right? Big ass screenshot, love it. Heap didn't do enough screenshot. In fact, I'm not sure if it did any besides a demo. Love this part. Logos, powerful reports to answer any question. Okay, this is vague for me, but it kind of triggers like questions like what? Like what kind of questions? While I do feel that this is too vague and they could do better, I love what follows. Specific question and an example of how they solve it. How is my product used? Where do the users drop off? Which users retain the best? I love this. This is so good. This is so good. And check this out. They even have some interactivity where you can like put like filters and see how the reports change. This is sexy, sexy. Simple workflows to get answers fast. Again, too vague for me. I think you can add more specificity here. And as soon as we read the paragraph, again, this is much more specific. Like they're doing the paragraph copy much better than they do their subheads. Connect to data lake. Okay, this is specific. I get it. Good. Um, and all the ways to get data into Mixpanel. And I think this visually just takes up too much space. There's like no real reason why this has to take up the whole screen. I don't know. Uh, what will your data teach you? And then CTA sign up. It's a weird question to ask. Like, how many of their users, the product managers or whoever these people are there like, I wonder what my data will teach me. I would love to know what my data can teach me. Like, I don't think that's the conversation inside the head of the target audience, but that's exactly the conversation you want to join. So I see what you're going for here, but I think you can ask a better question. So overall, I think that Mixpanel has a much stronger, much more compelling case here. But what do the people say? So using Wynter and a test we call preference test, we put it in front of 30 product managers, and had them vote. And to my surprise, actually, most people favored the Heaps version, even though it was very even. And when I dove into what are they saying, like what made them prefer Heap, a surprising element was revealed, that people are emotional beasts. Right. So, and what I mean by this, if I read through the why I chose Heap concept, there's a lot of comments how it was more welcoming, more open, and it's really the color scheme. And people, the dark color scheme of Mixpanel was kind of it seemed too, emotionally, it seemed inaccessible, right? So the comment came out, the color scheme comments came out often enough that if I was a product manager for Heap, I would like, can we test a non-dark version of our homepage? I would really imagine that. Maybe there's nothing, maybe there's something to it. But overall, if I read the comments that are specifically about messaging, Heap comments were, Mixpanel got much better reviews. And I think for a good reason. And I even found it interesting that some people that are fans of Heap make a case that, I've used Mixpanel and I didn't like it, but Heaps is, much better. But I thought the Heaps landing page doesn't illustrate their competitive advantages whatsoever. And I tend to agree. I tend to agree that Heap's landing page, the messaging was jargony, not on point, kind of lecturing and talking down to you, whereas Mixpanel was pretty clear. But I'm not everybody, and here we go. So peace. See you next time.